Hey, what's happening, guys? Today I wanted to bring you guys kind of a different video, something that I've wanted to make for a little bit now because how much attention has been brought to this situation and to this court case. So lately, I'm sure you guys have heard or have seen some sort of news coverage of the Apple versus the FBI case that's going on right now. And this is actually really important, and this is a pretty big deal, so that's why I wanted to talk to you guys about it. So what's happening right now is the FBI has obtained an iPhone 5C from one of the terrorists that participated in the San Bernardino terrorist attacks back in December. Once the FBI had obtained the iPhone, they basically asked Apple to break into the iPhone for them so they could go through the phone and see what led up to the event, evidence of things that may or may not come, things that they want to search for in his phone. Now, at first, it seems like a simple request. It's an iPhone. Apple makes iPhones. It's a big deal. It's horrible and unfortunate what happened back in December. And so you'd think that this is something that wouldn't be newsworthy, something that would just kind of blow over. But it's a bigger deal than that. And this is why. What the FBI is essentially asking Apple to do is recreate their iOS software, make a backdoor into the iPhone. What Apple would have to do to create this is they would basically have to create and code brand new software for their iPhones that they would have to install on this iPhone. And this software does not exist yet. And the reason why this is such a big deal and Apple refuses to do this and they're standing by it is because if they were to create this software that essentially opened a back door that led anyone into an iPhone, if that software got out in any way, shape, or form, in our modern society, that could be catastrophic. If this type of software got out and someone could tap into our phones, this could be very bad. And that's why Apple's against it. That's why Apple is fighting it. Now, for this specific case, for the attacks back in December, Apple has been very compliant and has been helping the FBI along the way. But as soon as the FBI brought this up and asked Apple to do this, this is where they're drawing the line. This is where they're not going to let things go any further. Because Apple said, among all things, their number one priority is the privacy and the security of all their customers. I know that you guys wouldn't want the government to have the ability to open up and search through all your phones whenever they please. Which brings up another really good point. I saw something online today that a friend of mine pointed out, and it basically summed it up like this. It said that, imagine that you owned a housing tract and you rented out all of the houses that you own to different people. And one crime is committed in one of those houses. And then the government comes and says that they want to search the house for evidence. Now, you would let them, right? That would be a normal situation where you would let them go into the house and search it. But that's not what the FBI is asking Apple. What it's like is if a crime happened in one of the homes that you owned and the government came to you and didn't just ask to see one house. They asked for the security codes and the passwords and all the information about all the homes that you own. That's why Apple's defying the FBI right now. Because you wouldn't want to do that. That doesn't make any sense. Why would Apple create software that would allow a backdoor into every iPhone, even iPads and iPods, when that could lead to the government's entryway into all of our personal products? That's why Apple is not doing this. And people are backing Apple, such as Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, the founder of Twitter, the founder of Google. They're all backing Apple and supporting Apple's decision to fight the government on this right now. It's funny enough, Bill Gates has taken sides with the FBI, saying that he thinks that every major tech company in the US should be forced to work with law enforcement. I would agree in most cases, but in some cases like this one, I think he's a little salty about the fact that nobody has a Windows Phone. But let's not forget too that when this case was a lot newer, back in, I think it was January, the FBI tried to tap into the phone once before, but actually ended up changing the suspected terrorist's iCloud password, I believe, to his iCloud account, and that permanently locked them out of ever getting into the phone. And that's where Apple said, well, we can't help you from here. Because the government already fucked up once. It's not Apple's job to take care of what they screwed up. So that's where they're drawing the line. So that's why this case is really big right now. Because in all honesty, guys, this is a case about our privacy. This is a lot bigger than what people are realizing. If the FBI wins and Apple has to create this software, not only is it a huge risk, but the government will then have the opportunity to go into any of our phones as we please. Not saying that they already do, which a lot of people believe. Not saying that they already do it frequently, which a lot of people believe. But the fact that, for whatever reason, no matter what, government could get into your phone with ease. That's the problem here, is Apple has been helping the government on this case from the San Bernardino terrorist attack since December. But now that the FBI wants Apple to create software that would break into their own product and get the government information, that could lead into the wrong hands and be a huge disaster. But yeah, guys, in all honesty, at first I was a bit torn. I didn't know whose side I was really on. I understand where the government's coming from. I sympathize with the gravity of the events that occurred back in December. I know that it's a horrible thing, but Apple has helped them, and Apple has helped the government on multiple occasions similar to this one. But what they're asking Apple to do and what Apple's afraid of happening is completely justifiable. So on this matter, I gotta take sides with Apple. They're fighting for a good cause. I understand that what happened is terrible and we want to be able to prevent things like this in the future and figure out what happened, but it was the government's fault that got them here in the first place. It's not Apple's job to come up and clean up their mess and create something that could ultimately start something horrible. So yeah, to sum this video up, guys, I just wanted to inform you and basically educate you on the matter if you've heard about it but you didn't really know what was going on. This is something that I'm honestly really curious about, to hear other people's opinions. Let me know in the comments, let me know on Twitter, let me know what you guys think, your points of view from this court case that's going on right now. It's a big deal and I want people to realize that, why this isn't just something that we should all ignore. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. So leave a thumbs up if you like the content that I had and be sure to subscribe for more. I'll see you later.